Welcome to the Liberace Mansion.
Welcome to Under the Vegas Sun, looking at the people, the events, and the news surrounding Las Vegas and the entire Vegas Valley. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. We are live from the Liberace Mansion. I want to begin today by saying how proud we are of something new that has taken place within the program. We've just announced recently that we have now become part of WCE-TV, that is the Chinese national TV network. And we have gained more than 600 million viewers in China and Taiwan. We're so very, very proud to be able to do that and bring what Las Vegas has to offer to the entire world. Talking about the world, it is interesting to me how many people really have such a connection to Las Vegas from around the world. On our program today, you're going to meet a gentleman who came to Las Vegas on vacation, and we found out that he truly is a master of music in his home country of France. You'll meet him, and you'll also find out about his very, very unique way for people to learn how to play piano. You'll meet Jean-Louis Thomas in just a moment. Stay with us. The power of music. What music can do for people is truly international. How it makes people feel is even greater. Sometimes, when you find those who indeed impact people because of their music, it's a wonderful thing to do. Our very special guest in the program is a man who hails from France and has impacted so many people around the world because of his music. Our very special guest, Jean-Louis Thomas. Welcome to our program.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hello.
Music is universal. Music has so much power to it. Mm-hmm. You hail from France. Here in America, it seems to me as though we are somewhat losing the creativity of music. In Europe, there is still a certain amount of honor that comes from those like yourself who truly create and make happen music. Do you find that's the case, or do you find it different in America?
Well, it's difficult for me to say. I'm just in vacation, and I could not tell about that actually. But what I can say, it's really my way of seeing things, that to make music the way I feel right on the spot. That's why I'm doing compositions and as well improvisations. And with improvisation is to create music just directly in the present moment.
I would think that the improvisation of music is very, very similar, although different than what I do on this show. There is no script, there's no teleprompter, there's nothing. It's all based upon what at that moment I feel, what at that moment that I sense.
Absolutely.
That's what you're doing with music, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's pretty much the same thing. Yes, and with a particular intention, because what I noticed when I was performing, it was that people had light in their eyes, and I could feel that they were feeling good when I was playing. So I said to myself, why not doing it that on purpose? And that's what I do. So
before the show, I was listening to you practice on this amazing piano. By the way, this is Liberace's own concert grand piano that he played around the world, really. And I felt as though there was this passion inside of you as you were playing. And I believe that what you were doing was improvising at that particular point. There's some things that you know you want to play, and there's some things that all of a sudden you sense. Is that the passion that you feel?
Oh yes, pretty much. When the first time Martin invited me to play on that piano, I took the time to feel it, and instantly I could, the tears were just about to come, because I could feel this piano has a soul. And when I'm playing on it, I'm aware of that, and I will not play on that piano as on another piano. It's like a partnership. I have to be aware of that, to take out of it the best music I can play.
For the audience, the Martin he was talking about was the incredible Martin Ravenhill, whose actions to save the Liberace mansion and really make all of this possible really was an amazing insight from this gentleman from England who really made it happen. And I think for Martin, this piano, Liberace's piano, has even more to it. And I understand. Every time I do a show here, I sense Liberace being in this house. I sense what he was all about. So I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Yes, sure.
For our audience,
Mm-hmm.
if you could play something for us,
Oh, yes.
a little bit of who you are, what you are, so they can sense this amazing talent that you have. By the way, in 2012, if I'm not mistaken, you won this amazing Leopold Berlin competition for piano, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you could play a little bit for us, I would be greatly appreciative.
Oh, yes, sure.
I have to ask you, was that something you just then improvised, or was that something it seemed it was a variation of a theme. Is that something you improvised right then, or was it something that you knew beforehand?
It's a composition.
It is
Yes.
a composition.
Yes, and I shortened it a little bit for the occasion.
I found in the beginning of it, it was a statement. Tell me if I'm wrong. In the beginning, I found a statement. In the middle, I found I wanted to stand up because I felt that it was a very, very bold part of what you were doing. And in the end, I found sensitivity. I found emotion. Is that what was there?
Well, yes, we could say that. Maybe another person would experience it another way. But yes, actually, I like to make to use contrasts in the composition, so that there is some highs and lows, and to like a journey, and to bring people with me in a universe they can feel emotions.
In all the reviews that I've seen about you playing at various different venues, people universally talk about that they're impacted by what you play. I know you're on vacation in America. I think that we need to, here in America, to make sure that you come back and do some shows and do some events, because I think what you're doing is an amazing thing. And I think anytime that we can show people differential in music, hopefully we spark other people to do that. Now, you're a composer, you're a teacher, you're a coach, you're an educator. One of the things that you say that you can do is teach people very quickly how to play the piano. Now, I've always wanted to play the piano. I've always dreamed of playing the piano. There's a movie that always fascinated me called Groundhog Day. And then that movie, the lead actor, once he figures out that the day will never stop being that day, he goes and learns how to play piano. Now, he takes lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. But from a man that began not being able to play piano to a time where he can play piano, it was an amazing factor to me. You have this philosophy about being able to teach somebody quickly how to play piano. We're going to take a break for a couple of seconds. When we come back, I'm going to test you on that, and let's see how Jean-Louis really does his magic. Can we do that?
Oh, yes.
We will do that. Music is just an amazing thing, and I think having a gentleman like Jean-Louis here to be able to share with us his amazing talent is just incredible. We'll see how incredible. We're going to bring somebody on set that is one of our associate producers who does not play piano, who's always wanted to play piano, and we'll just see how good Jean-Louis really is. This will be interesting. Stay with us. We'll be right back. The art of music, and indeed it is just that. It's art in its purest form. Being able to become involved in that art is something that I think most of us have thought about at some time or another, whether it be singing or dance or playing an instrument. Our very special guest in the program today is a master in doing that, Jean-Louis Thomas, and our very special guest now is our associate producer, Jake. Welcome back to both of you. Okay, Jake, let me get this first straight. You do not play the piano.
I do not.
And you've never played the piano.
I have not. I've tried, but maybe 5 minutes messing around, but that's it.
Messing around, but that's
Nothing,
it. But you've
no
never
real,
taken a lesson.
No, nothing real.
Okay. Jean-Louis, when you come across somebody like Jake who's not taken a lesson, has never played, what's your first concern?
Well, what I say at the beginning is that this is a magical piano, and in fact it is. So we are lucky today, but I do that with any piano. And I tell the person that only black keys are magical. So
only the black keys
only the black keys are magical.
Why?
So, well, this is, if I explain, it's a bit technical.
So the black keys are only sharps and flats, right?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's not that simple.
Okay.
And if he plays only the black keys, we can do great music together.
Okay. So I'm going to let the two of you now. Jake, I want to see this.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, so we are lucky. This is a magical piano, and again, only the black keys are magical. So you are going to play only on black keys. Is it okay for you?
Okay.
Okay. But you can press any key you want. It's a sort of exploration.
Okay.
Okay. And what I'm going to ask you is just to listen to the sound that comes out of the piano when you press one key,
Okay.
one note,
All right.
and to focus on what you feel.
Okay.
And what you feel will make you will be an invitation to do something. If you want to press it another time, do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to explore the next one or other, or to press several at the same time, do whatever you feel like doing.
Okay.
Is it clear for you?
I hope so. I think so.
Okay, Jake. Now it's you. Magic piano.
Oh, all right.
You're doing great.
Wow. I'm flabbergasted. You only, Jean-Louis, you only played black keys also, right? That's all you played with black keys.
Actually, mostly, but I added two white notes.
What did
white
you
keys.
feel, Jake?
When he started playing, it was really interesting to see how it kind of all came together. And then in my head, I started to try and go along with it, and I got into it, and I messed it up. At least I felt like I messed it up. And as it went on, I started to, it all came together. It was very weird.
There was almost a
That was
mimicking.
incredible.
There was almost a mimicking.
Mm-hmm.
As you were playing, and he was playing the notes, he caught on. It seemed to me as though he caught on to what you were doing and then found that rhythm in what he was doing to match it?
Well, actually, it was magic, literally, because when I accompany the other player, it always sounds good, but some of the notes sounds great and better, and when the player is really present, it works that way. It becomes magical because he plays the better notes, and I don't know what he's going to play, but actually you did really great, and it was a magical moment of music.
It was amazing. The more that you do that with a student, I would think the more they would pick up being able to play the piano.
Yes.
And it was interesting to me. You are clearly a right-handed.
Yes.
Okay. So the keys that you were doing were with your right hand, and I would think that it could be either right hand or left hand that you would be playing the keys, as long as you're playing the keys and feeling with what you were doing.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm.
And eventually, with more of this going on, I would think, you tell me if I'm wrong, that eventually Jake would be able to use both hands, mm-hmm. because he would feel what you're feeling and what you're putting into that piano. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Yes, and I could feel you were feeling more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
The more we were playing, and you were more comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You could see the smile on his face. In the beginning, he was very stern, making sure that he was playing keys, and in the end, the enjoyment came out in his face.
And I could feel that we could have played for maybe 1 hour.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that would have been fantastic.
We were into it, and it was, yes.
Yeah.
I could feel that.
I think what you're doing, Jean-Louis, in being able to open music to those of us who don't play music, it is a wonderful creation of a different world. Mm. I think that being able to do that, I believe in not only how you play, I believe in Suzuki, because Suzuki is very, very similar to that. Mm-hmm. It is that mimicking of what you see and hear to what you can do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a wonderful ability. You know, it's amazing that you're here on vacation and we were able to grab you to be on the show today. And now you've impacted someone else with what your talent and what you can do. So on behalf of myself and Jake, I want to thank you for being here. I'm hoping that your experience in America is so positive that you'll come back. I would love for Las Vegas to be able to come see you play an entire show and feel what I felt before was this amazing power in which you have. The world is better, my friend, because you are a part of it. And I thank you very much for being on the program. Truly, thank you very much for being on the program. And I think for all of you, I think you had a chance and opportunity to see how music can impact somebody, as it did Jake, and I did me at the same point. We'll be right back. Stay with us. It is all about music. Being able to play piano does all of that and more. I can't believe I'm sitting here playing piano. It is about music. It's about this wonderful community we live in and about the talent that often comes to Las Vegas. Until the next time, I'm Steve Shore. Be safe and enjoy life under the Vegas sun.